What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here. Welcome to our daily show where we discuss everything going on here in our country that you need to know about here on a daily basis. And I'm getting a lot of questions here in the comment section that I want to specifically address here in this video. And one specifically that will people on SSI, supplemental security income, be receiving a $1,400 fourth stimulus check. I want to go over details here in this video because right now we actually are seeing a lot of economic concerns that we'll go over here in this video. And I want to address a lot of things here that I've been seeing here in the comment section. But first, if you're new to our channel or if you haven't yet, make sure to click the subscribe button down below. It just makes it so you won't miss out on our new YouTube videos. It's completely free to do so. After you click the subscribe button, click the bell icon that appears so you get notifications when we go live with new videos. New videos come out here on our YouTube channel every day at 10 a.m., 3 p.m., and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's part of my commitment to you guys to keep you up to date here with everything going on here in our country on a daily basis, and I'll keep you up to date here with all this economic news as well, because right now, this year actually, we've had 33 different states that have passed out or are still sending out state stimulus checks, inflation relief checks, property tax rebate checks, as well as federal stimulus programs. Right now, we have the federal student loan forgiveness going on here for over 40 million Americans. That's the latest federal program. And we also have SNAP program benefit bonuses that are actually still going on here for over about half the states of an extra $95 per family per month. That's still basic stimulus money because of the pandemic. That's still going on here as well. So there's actually still a lot of federal programs and state programs that are going on and probably will be going on for a long time. And now, because of inflation at or over a 40-year high, we're actually seeing a lot of new things here, actually. For example, we just had the state of Georgia. As you can see here, right here on the screen, Georgia actually just sent cash assistance to Medicaid, Peach Care for Kids, SNAP recipients, and TANF recipients here, to millions of people here, actually. You can see here, Georgia Governor Brian Kemp recently announced that they had dedicated more than $1 billion to Georgia residents, Department of Human Services, to provide cash assistance of $350 for the lowest income residents in their state, for people on Medicare, Peach Care for Kids, SNAP recipients, food stamp recipients, and or TANF. And this was a cash assistance payment. So states are doing programs like this as well. This just went out here at the end of September and October. Over $1 billion went out to over 3 million Georgians. So these type of programs are actually going out here on the state level as well. And I will keep you up to date here as more and more states do this here on my YouTube channel. And of course, really a lot of states sending out stimulus checks, inflation relief checks, property tax relief checks. California, the largest state, sending out theirs at the end of October and in November right now to over 23 million people, which includes direct payments of $350 to $1,050 for over 23 million Californians. Started in October, going out here in October, November, and December. So a lot of different stimulus checks or stimulus type checks is going out here for the rest of the year and what may continue here next year as well. And let's focus here on the lowest income residents here, like people on fixed income, people on SSI, supplemental security income, people on maybe SSDI, people on Social Security, because these are the people being hit hardest by inflation right now. And we know that Social Security is going to get the largest increase of COLA here, and actually SSI is actually going to get their increase on December 30, December 31st, December 30th or 31st here, because they actually get it instead of January 1st, because January 1st is a holiday. They actually get it, I think it's the 30th or the 31st, the day before, because it's a holiday. So it actually comes a day earlier. So yeah, believe it or not. So, and remember that this is the fourth largest Social Security increase ever, and the largest in 41 years since 1981. But really, this is not enough for a lot of people. This really just kind of keeps up with inflation. And a lot of people are saying we need a lot of help. I mean, look at this. According to recent polls, 1 in 3 families are falling behind financially. And you can see here a third of Americans say they have fallen behind financially, twice as high as the number of US voters who said the same in 2020 before the 2020 election because of inflation. And as inflation heats up, 64% of Americans are now living paycheck to paycheck. That's about 2/3 of all Americans. So things are getting really, really bad with inflation. And we're seeing all these states help out millions and millions of Americans. And the federal government can do this as well. In fact, we've just seen the president send out a presidential executive order for over 40 million Americans for $10,000 to $20,000 of student loan forgiveness. And this has actually survived multiple court challenges by Republicans. Whether you like this or not, this is going to help over 40 million Americans with their debt. And for over 20 million Americans, this is going to completely wipe out their student loan debt, which is basically, for some people, it's their largest bill. Their largest bill. So this is going to basically, I mean, remember, 64% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. So for a lot of people, this is going to significantly help them and basically give them a little bit of breathing room. So what might the next executive order be? Who knows? Remember that former President Donald Trump did do an executive order back in 2020 for checks. It was $300 per week for unemployed workers. Remember, you can send these out for anybody, but Trump did this with already approved money by Congress. It was in the disaster relief fund. And it went out for 6 weeks for a total of $1,800 or $2,400 if states kicked in extra money, which some states did. And remember that, so the money had to be approved by Congress already, which there was money. Right now, remember, there's somewhere around $600 billion of already approved money from stimulus package 1, 2, and 3. And this is kind of shown that Trump did his executive order for these checks. And now Biden is doing an executive order for $10,000 to $20,000 in student loan forgiveness. Could there be more coming through executive orders? Well, apparently it's a very real possibility because both presidents have done it and both executive orders have stuck now. So there could be more in the future. Also, we have a new Congress going to be coming in here soon. Remember, the current Congress stays actually in there until January. Okay, so the current Congress can pass anything they want until January. Then anybody who got voted out comes in. Most of current Congress generally stays there. Anybody who got voted out then leaves in January, and then the new people come in. But we always know that generally most people don't get voted out. There's always a few people that get voted out, and then the new people come in January. Okay, so remember that stimulus check 1 and stimulus check 2 were actually voted on by both Republicans and Democrats. Okay, only stimulus check 3 was done through the reconciliation process. Okay, so, and we're really, with inflation so bad right now, all these states are really calling all their stimulus checks, their property tax rebates, all their checks are sending out now. They're calling them all inflation relief checks. They're not calling them COVID checks. They're not calling them virus checks. They're calling them inflation relief checks now. So it's a very real possibility. And if you think about it, who would get the checks? It's going to be the lowest income people. It's going to be people on fixed income. It's going to be people like SSI, people like fixed income, people seniors, people on Social Security, people on SSDI. It's for sure not going to be the wealthy. It's going to be the people that make the lowest amount of money. So you guys can let me know your thoughts here in the comments. But as inflation gets worse and worse and worse, and remember here that the federal government actually, I'll show you the headline here. Yeah, the US government was actually able to cut the government deficit that it has here on a yearly basis in half. And the government revenue posted was the highest 1 year total on record. So the amount that the government is bringing in tax dollars was the highest ever. The highest ever. This is from CNBC. So, and this included the amount for the student loan forgiveness program. So they were able to help out 40 million Americans with $10,000 to $20,000, and this included cutting the deficit by half of what it was the year before, and revenue the highest 1 year total on record. So, no matter what side of the aisle you're on, Republican, Democrat, Independent, or I don't care, the government can and does actually do things like this. They can bring money in, keep the deficit, if you even care about the deficit, which a lot of people really don't. They can run a fiscal house and keep it somewhat in order, but also help out people that need it the most along the way. So, and really, if you look back here at the last few years, this is somewhat what has been done. More financial help has gone out to Americans in the last few years than ever. We've had 3 stimulus checks. We've had $40 billion of rent assistance. In fact, if you've been watching my channel, you know this. $40 billion of rent assistance, $9.9 billion of mortgage assistance for homeowners. I've actually have links for you guys down below in the description of this video. You can still apply for that right now. Utility assistance right now is going on here in November and December. That actually just started here. $13 billion in utility assistance, heating assistance, energy assistance. You can get several $100s to over $1,000, where you can actually get your electric bill or heating bills just simply paid for if you're low income. Most people don't even know this unless you watch my YouTube channel. This is part of my commitment to just straight up help people with information or the best way I can. This is part of what I do here on this YouTube channel. And programs like this are literally happening all the time. We've had unemployment bonuses, we've had paycheck protection program, we've had 40 million people getting student loan forgiveness, and these things are literally happening all the time. Also, right now, during Thanksgiving, we're actually giving away over $1,000. We just did here at Halloween, and we're going to be doing this again for Christmas. So we're doing trivia questions every day, and if you guess the answer correctly, you could win money directly from me that could pay for your Thanksgiving meal. So make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, and every day, once a day, we're doing trivia questions. And not in this video, but once a day here in my other videos. If you watch my other videos, you'll get to see trivia questions, and you could win money directly from me. So make sure you're subscribed to our YouTube channel down below. Click the subscribe button and the bell icon, and I'll keep you up to date here with everything going on here in our country on a daily basis. Also, thanks so much for liking these videos, and you can share these videos with your family and friends. There's a share button down below to copy these links if you want to share this video on Facebook or with anybody you know. Here's some videos you can watch next. You can click this video here on how to get information on the $13 billion of utility assistance. And here's another video with one of my trivia questions where you could win money directly from us. So click on one of those videos next. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next video.